Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, guys, wake up. As we sit 66 days, 11 hours, 33 minutes, and 35 seconds away from kickoff of the 2020 season. Oh my God. Do you realize that that's just a little over 2 months away? It's hard to believe that we are under 3 weeks away from training camp, hopefully. And we're 6 days away from the end of the period for Dak Prescott to get a long term deal. And I don't know about you, but I ain't heard nothing from the Dak Prescott camp or the Dallas Cowboys, which is kind of crazy. It is really, really kind of crazy, but who knows? Maybe Dak will be playing on the franchise tag, which would be a surprise. But then again, the Dallas Cowboys, they're not like any other team in the NFL. So as we go through here and we get ready for the season and stuff, that is going to be filled with a whole lot of uncertainty. One of the disadvantages for the Dallas Cowboys is the fact that they actually have a new coach, which sounds crazy at the moment, but there's not going to be a lot of time to make a lot of wholesale changes on the teams because you just literally don't have time as far as practice and things and the OTAs. Yeah, we've had virtual realities and things, but it's possible that there's no 11 on 11 in practice. So putting the team together, this may be the only advantage that the Cowboys has, the fact that their offense, for the most part, is basically the same, with the exception of Travis Frederick being replaced by Joe Looney and the addition of CeeDee Lamb. So everybody is kind of familiar with each other. But now you've got a change in philosophy with Mike McCarthy, and hopefully it'll be just more wrinkles. On the defensive side of the ball, there's a lot of wholesale changes completely. We're talking about having a hybrid defense where we'll use the 4-3 and the 3-4 both, and we have a lot of new faces that are on the team. So having the new coaches, it's going to be one of those things that the first 4 weeks of the season may really be like a preseason before teams really start getting to know what they're doing. An interesting article. Pro football, Skip. Skip. The boys at Pro Football Focus, they watch a lot of football. When Pro Football folks talk, you need to listen because they know what they're talking about. So they came out yesterday with basically every team's over and under, or excuse me, floor and ceiling, the worst that they figure they'll do during the season, or the best case for them, for every team in every division in football. And it basically, according to them, it's really a two-team race, Cowboys versus Eagles. And the Cowboys have the highest floor and the highest ceiling. So we've got the expectations that we should win the division, hopefully, if everything goes right. But I want to go through, the Eagles, of course, because, well, we hate the Eagles, and the Cowboys, of course, because we love the Cowboys. So the Eagles, they're saying the Eagles' floor is 5-11, not real good. How they get there? The addition of Jalen Reagor, Devarius Slay, and Nicole Coleman aren't enough to make up for the problems the Eagles had on the perimeter in 2019. Yeah, they weren't good on the outside. Deshaun Jackson fails to help. Well, the question will be on Deshaun Jackson is, will he be on the team after saying some stupid stuff? Sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut if you don't really know what you're talking about. We saw that with Drew Brees. Now we're hearing this with Deshaun Jackson. You got to understand that this is where I think there needs to be an app out there. Somebody who's brighter than me should come up with this app that before you post something to social media, it says, "Hey, you dumbass, this shit'll get you in trouble. Wake up and don't send this." Seriously. Seriously. One of the things that's a problem too is these days real news, real information sources are disappearing. And they're being replaced by things that look like they're real and legit news sources. And when you look at it, you say, oh, that's got to be reputable. And you see things so many times that you begin to believe them. Like you used to when you used to see like the Washington Post or, CNN back in the day, or even ESPN before they went through their whole purge of getting rid of people that actually knew what they're talking about and became more of a reality show. Now it's about who can make the most noise and get your attention. And sometimes we end up falling for stuff that just isn't true, isn't right, but we think it is. And we promote it. And it ends up perpetrating the original story and making it seem more legit. Or sometimes it's also a gotcha moment because people are looking to get you and to label you so they can shame you. So sometimes it's better just to shut up. Okay. Alshon Jeffries, let's see. Deshaun Jackson fails to help, and injuries once again keep Alshon Jeffries from being a big contributor. Teams pick up whoever wins the second outside corner job, whether that's Avonte Maddox or Sidney Jones, or convert safety Jalen Mills and covers. Additionally, the offensive line is not as dominant a force it was a season ago, thanks to the losses of Brandon Brooks and Jason Peters, which compound the starting cast issues for Carson Wentz. Yeah, you need to have a great offensive line for Carson Wentz because, you can't have anybody touch him. 10-6 is their ceiling. How they get there. Wentz remains healthy for the entire year and delivers a performance reminiscent of his production in 2017, a year in which he was a legitimate MVP candidate. Rhaegar stretches defenses, opening things up underneath for the likes of Zach Ertz, and defensively, the Eagles boast one of the most dangerous front four pass rush in the NFL with Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Brandon Grime, and Derek Barnett. And they can throw Malik Jackson in that mix too. That speeds up opposing quarterbacks to secondary. Okay. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to me, but on this thing. One thing they said that hopefully he gets back to where he was in 2017. So if you're saying 2017 was great, then what you're saying is 2018 and 2019 weren't. Isn't that regression? I'm just kind of saying, isn't that actually coming back down to earth? Okay, Dallas Cowboys, the floor, 6-10. How they get there? The defense and the secondary in particular are unable to slow down opposing passing attacks. It seems hard to believe that the Dallas Cowboys offense will drag the team down, given the talent they've put on both sides of the ball. But defensively, there are some questions. Perhaps the move of Awuzie to safety. Perhaps they move Awuzie to safety, leaving rookie Trayvon Diggs as the team top's outside corner. Diggs is certainly a talented prospect, but last season was his first full year at cornerback at Alabama after switching the position from wide receiver. After letting Byron Jones walk in free agency, the lack of a proven options in turn cornerback could be the team's undoing in 2020. And that's legitimate questions. Awuzie could move to safety, but I don't think they will. 11-5. How they get there? Dak Prescott puts together another stellar season with one of the league's best offensive lines and a stellar trio of wide receivers in Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb, with Prescott firing on all cylinders with both the passing game pieces around him and running back Zeke Elliott, who's coming off a career-high 82.9 rushing grade in 2019. There's no reason why they can't push for title of the best offense in the NFL season. Interesting. So and this isn't the first thing that I've seen that thinks that the Cowboys are in better shape than the Eagles. I know the Eagles think that they're a Super Bowl team. And the thing is all this stuff is, it's opinion. In football, if there's anything we know, is predictions don't mean a damn thing. They really and truly don't. Beginning of this time last year, who would have thought that the 49ers would be in the Super Bowl? Not too many people. Not too many people. And in just like 2017, how many people thought the Eagles would finally win a Super Bowl? Not very many people. So you can take this with a grain of salt and think what you will. It doesn't really mean anything till they get on the field, if they get on the field. Now, the New York Giants, their floor, 4-12. Their ceiling, 9-7. The Washington Redskins, a little bit better, 5-11 and 10-6. I'd like to get your thoughts on this. What do you think? The Dallas Cowboys have the highest floor and highest ceiling in the NFC East, or is this just blowing smoke up our rear ends? All right, guys. I got to get back over to Maryland. I got that cast iron bathtub that we got to get out of there and finish getting the rest of that tile off the wall and that demo done. Whew. Tell you what, I felt it this morning when I got up. Whew, Nelly. Hope you guys have a great day, and it's already Thursday. I'll see you soon.